Okay, Master started. All right. So welcome everyone and good evening to those of you online watching us from all over the world. We're here again, Free Nigeria Movement. I believe this is day 65. I hope so, that we have been
66.
Out there. 66. 66. Whoa. Unbroken. We've been here for the last 66 days on ground at the different symbolic points. We have followed through different embassies, diplomatic houses and people. We've reached out to all the major high points in our nation's capital to demand and express what it is we have seen, and experience at the 2023 general elections, our grievances, and we're still standing there. Three critical things that we're demanding for is the sack, arrest, and prosecution of Professor Yakub Mahmoud. We also are asking for the cancellation of the 2023 general election because of its so much fraud and atrocities, and it got us to the point of losing our humanity as Nigerians. And we're asking that it's either the mandate is returned to the person who won the election, or you just cancel the election and let's have another election. We're still standing on that. We haven't moved from there. We're also asking for a peace and truth, a reconciliation committee set up in all the flashpoints from River State to Lagos State to Kano, where people were burnt and killed and all the places. So this is part of our demand and we'll keep hammering on it. Right now, we are at the court where the judiciaries are, judges are debating and are going through all the legal suits and all the processes, and we're seeing what is happening. Tomorrow, next tomorrow, and especially the 26th, Friday, is very, very vital in our nation's history as regarding what we expect, as we get closer to the inauguration. I just want true patriotic Nigerians all over the world to know this. Whatever happens, even if the judgment is given, when they give judgment, they will still go ahead and inaugurate. And that is not to say that they have won. It is because of the timing and the vacuum that is there. We will get justice. We know we're going to get justice. We know we're going to get our mandate back. And so do not think that because the inauguration will go on, that means that we will not get our mandate back. Nigeria is not the Nigeria that used to be anymore. If there is a judgment on Friday, even if the inauguration happens, let me tell you, whoever it is that is inaugurated will not last, except, of course, we don't have a judgment. And even if there is no judgment, should the court conclude its process and we get judgment, even if it takes 6 months or 3 months or whatever, or 1 week, the moment we get judgment, our mandate will be returned. And so on that note, we're holding the judiciary accountable because it is not the politicians or the candidates that are in court. It is the judiciary system. Nigeria's judicial system is in the balance. It's in court. And just like INEC took the certificate and gave it to a wrong person. And that is why we're holding INEC and Professor Yakub Mahmoud responsible. We're asking the judges, we're talking to your families, your communities, your religious leaders, the imams and the pastors and the people who love you, to speak to you so that you will do what is right and uphold the dignity, the sanctity, the sacredness of our judicial temple, so that you don't soil it with negativity and energy and plunge our nation into anarchy, that you hold on to the truth and do the oath of office that you took and do the right thing. This is what we're asking, and this is what we're standing and demanding for. And at this point, I yield the mic to Mazi as he takes, sorry, I think he said this in another meeting. I'll yield the mic to, who is here? Okay, Princess is here to take our protest, and when you're done, please yield the mic to somebody else. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry, I'm joining a bit late. Today I really don't even know what to say, but at least Dr. Mo has said a lot, and I'm encouraged. All hope is not lost. We will not stop fighting. Like I keep saying all the time, he or she who runs away from the fight lives to fight another day. So this is the time for us to fight. Let us fight it now, once and for all. We're not pulling out, we're not backing out, we're not giving up. We have started a good fight, and we are going to finish it. We need to stand tall, encourage ourselves, and keep pushing. Our protest is not in vain. They heard us loud and clear. They are only pretending as if they don't know what's happening. I'm sure they are also losing sleep, but they are pretending. They don't know what is coming next. They can go ahead and do whatsoever they want to do, but this time around, we will get justice. Let's keep our hope alive, our faith alive. Let's keep watching the judiciary. Let's keep monitoring the proceedings. Let's keep standing for justice in all ramifications, in every aspect of the affairs of this country. Like I said yesterday, and I'm still saying it again today, the Free Nigerian movement have come to stay. No going back. Nobody is stopping us. We're not giving up. We're not cowards here. We have a lot of intelligent and brilliant people, fearless people that have come out to do what nobody has ever done in Nigeria. If possible, even in the world, for people to protest for over 60 days, non-stop, is something that we have to applaud ourselves, that we were determined and we kept pushing. And definitely, we are going to laugh the best laugh. We're not giving up. We are watching everything that they are doing. Even if the inauguration holds, or if it doesn't hold, whichever way, if they rule on Friday concerning the double nomination of Shettima to disqualify him, beautiful. If they still decide to adjourn, beautiful. Whatever they think they are doing, any game they are playing, they've never seen it this way before. Normally in Nigeria, when presidential election takes place and they say the other party has gone to court, before we know, the whole thing just go down the drain or under the carpet and everybody's quiet. So they've never had it this hot. They are all sitting on a hot seat. The judiciary should stand for truth. The judiciary should make people be interested in reading law. Because if this doesn't work, for me, it's useless to become a lawyer in this country. Because even if you stand for justice as a lawyer, the judiciary, those that are sitting on the bench, they will just thwart every effort of all your years through the university, through the law school. They will come there and just make a mess and a fool of you. And I'm saying it again, if this doesn't work this time, they should throw away Nigerian constitution to the Atlantic Ocean. In fact, the middle at Cape Point, they should just throw it there. Let the two rivers where they meet in the middle, just swallow it. Then let us live in a jungle without law, without anybody telling somebody what is right or wrong. Just choose your path and live. Because it's not possible for a nation like this, the biggest in the whole Africa, will be this lawless. Nothing works. People here just live like animals. Even when people are even driving their cars, they see red light, they are going. That's the Nigeria we are living in. Whereas there are countries, if you beat lights, you have committed a criminal offense, and it will be in the records. There are positions you cannot even hold just because of that singular act that we call here nothing. I don't think the leaders outside the countries, other countries, beat traffic lights, because you must lead by example. How can you be a leader? You put law. You will say, do as I say, not as I do. It's not possible now. That's what is happening in Nigeria. Do as I say, not as I do. They will come in express like this, blowing that useless siren and disturbing people's peace. They cannot pass in one piece because they feel that they are the Lord. They are not humble. Very horrible set of human beings. Very horrible. They don't even have style. They are all Agboros, in fact. Our leaders are Agboros. Because things that people that are not even educated, that are not even exposed, people that don't even travel out to see other places are doing, that's what they do. But when they go out there, they pretend as if they are humans. At home, they are animals. Even worse than animals. I have dogs here at home. When I tell them, sit, don't move, they don't move. They obey. But here, they will come, express, hold up, disturbing the peace of everybody. Putting people under pressure and tension, you just be afraid, hearing one siren, even pushing people's cars. As in you go to hell, they want to throw people inside gutter. They have no value for anybody. They don't even know that they are there to govern the people. When you kill everybody, who will you not govern? Cows and goats and chickens or what? When you don't have value for the people that are doing other work for you as citizens. No single value. I really don't understand. These people play God here on earth. I don't even think they even know there's a God somewhere. They are just playing Lord everywhere. When they enter, they want to show that, yes, I don't come. Now maybe this. Not gonna see me. I mean, day here. Every human being is the same. God created us in his own image and likeness. He didn't create anybody special than anyone. He breathed his breath upon each one. And that's why we are alive and we are breathing. And the day he takes it away, that's the end. It doesn't matter how old you are. Anybody can die at any time. But these people don't even know that there's death. Not to talk of life after now. That's if they believe, whether you're a Christian or a Muslim or a pagan or whatever. God created all of us. But people don't fear God anymore. They are playing God. You don't value humans. You think that it's all about you. The world is revolving around them. And that is how they are living their lives. They don't even know whether they go to sleep, they will wake up or not. I don't know whether somebody or they believe in those that demonic devils and witches telling them how long they will live here on earth. What is so difficult, for crying out loud, for a human being to be kind? I beg. What is hard? I can't really get it. Just be kind. Just be nice. You have more than enough. See all the money they all have. See Buhari bringing himself out to come and say that he has fulfilled his promise. He has brought the change that the Nigerian people asked for. What demonic change? What demonic change, Buhari? What demonic change did you bring?
30 seconds, Princess.
A few weeks ago, you were saying that they should forgive you. Now you came, you say you have brought change. No wahala. Say you have just a few days to go. Go and see if you will have peace. Let God just take control. But I know that victory will be ours. We are out there, Free Nigeria movement, forward ever, backward never. We'll surely get our mandate. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Cecilia. Take on the mic.
Good evening, comrade. I saw a group today. When Free Niger movement is talking about freedom for Nigerians, for all Nigerians that are in prison. I saw a group that came up there. I saw one group there with notorious people shouting whether Tifubu or shouting whatever they were shouting there. And I saw that one, that pig called Tokumbo, other Tokumbo, Abi Toku what? He was there shouting nonsense. When people are talking about Niger to be freed, people are talking about freedom for Nigerians. I saw one group that brought out from maybe Niger or from Chad. I don't know where the tout came from. They look like some prisoners that escaped. And they were shouting one stupid party, one thief, I don't even know what to say. This Nigeria, what is wrong with us? What is the problem? What is wrong with these prisoners? Prisoners in this prison yard called Nigeria. That one, you have not finished taking care of yourself. A group of persons that it looks like the only admission into that group is for you to be senseless, for you to be brainless, for you to be clueless. Once you are clueless, you are brainless, you are senseless. You go and join that group. Those are their criteria. I saw them there, they were just shouting. I'm like, oh my God, look at a group that is talking. Free Niger that is talking apolitical, just talking the way they should stop the killings. We are there that they should stop the maiming. They should stop crime against humanity. They should stop suffering Nigerians. And one tout like them, one chief, one dirty pig called a Tokumbo. Whether Tokumbo, Abi Tokumbo, they call him what? I don't even want to know. Their names are as weird as them themselves. Their names are so complicated as them themselves. Their names are so dirty like them themselves. He brought some tout from Niger or Chad because those ones, they don't even look like Nigerians. Those ones that came outside today, they don't look like Nigerians. I saw one video that they were saying they gave them whether 70,000, 30,000 to come, 30,000 to go, 10,000 to eat food. Shame on you. Shameless dictators. Shame on you. Shameless rulers. Shame on you. You people have no regard even for yourself. You don't have a life, let me tell you. You people are more in prison. You are even afraid of your shadows. See planes flying everywhere in Nigeria. I'm sure you people don't even sleep. You don't sleep because you people are devils. You are demons. You are demons. And the court, we are watching. We are coming there on Friday. Don't do the right thing. If you like, don't rescue your own image. If you like, don't restore the image of the court. Don't restore your image, your integrity, and the integrity of this country. If you like, play to their gallery. Play to the gallery of money bags. Play to the gallery of bloodbaths. And then nature will never forgive you. Nature will never forgive you. A decent group will come there, and this television and media, they will not even publicize what we are doing, no. Because for us, we don't have money bags to give you, but we have the truth. We'll always speak the truth. Sworn in, any animal that is sworn in will drag you, to make things right, will so drag you to free Nigeria. Whoever is the ape, the animal, the devil that will be sworn in, we bet you we're not going to let you rest. You will keep hearing our voices. You will do the right thing, or the nature, the air will come after you. The air that you breathe will be like pepper, will be fire. The water you pour your body. Oh, maybe you people don't even bathe water again. I'm sure you bathe blood. All this blood sharing the whole country from north, south, east, and west. I'm sure that's what you used to bathe. But of course, they use water to cook food for you. And so that food will choke you if you don't do the right thing. We'll keep coming for you people. We will never keep our mouth shut. Those of us that have realized ourselves, we have realized ourselves. We are standing for the truth. We have come out of that cage that people have put Nigeria. Whatever means that you're using, be it voodoo, be it anything that you're using, we have broken even ourselves. Those of us that are broken even will continue to shout. You hear us shout. In your dream, you'll be seeing us shout until you do the right thing. And if you don't do the right thing, you will never have peace. And you, Buhari, wherever you're going to, of course, you won't peace. So peace. What is peace? You are the one that pieces. You are the one that brought this Nigeria to where we are. And so these pieces that you have given to Nigeria is what is going to follow you wherever you are. Even if you're going to Sudan, you're going to Niger, you're going to wherever, you will never find peace. Hence, you have left Nigeria in this manner and you're running away, peace will run away from you. This precious country that is to us, to some of us, you have taken it away. Whatever that is precious in you, Buhari, you won't find it again. You will lost it. It's going to be taken away from you. Thank you so much.
Comrade Casey Igwe.
Good evening, fellow Nigerians. Good evening, comrades. As MK Abiola will say, fellow Nigerians. I speak with bitterness and anger as always, because I'm in my country, a country I called mine, and I cannot say the truth and go scot-free. That is my anger here. I find myself in a country where morality has disappeared into thin air. You either stand with the evil, you either eat with the Satans, or else you perish. But I call on you today, listening to me this night, to understand that what you're doing, Free Nigeria movement, is not new. The like of Zik of Africa, Tafawa Balewa and the rest of them had their own beats and they stood strong. They faced a lot of challenges just the way we're facing it today. And at the end, because they are fighting a just cause, victory was established. It didn't end there. In the 80s to early 90s, we had the like of Bishop Kuka, the like of Olusegun Sam today, the like of so many of them that resisted the military rule and the injustices that the Nigerian populace suffered then in the hand of the military. Many of them were killed, some of them died in prison, some of them were killed in so many ways. And here at the end, we got the democracy and everybody rejoiced. This democracy has been turned into demon crisis today. And here we are. The ordinary word with all the professors and all the English professors we have today, we cannot explain the word. And as I speak to you, the judges are confused. Everybody is confused because of evil. Now you see a non-state actor like Asare de Kobo coming to take over the stage, hold the nation on hostage, I beg your pardon, and everybody is there watching. That for you to know the kind of leadership or the kind of people in power, and that is why you need to come out as a member of Free Nigeria movement. We are in serious captivity. Freedom is all we are crying for. We want a situation whereby if I, Igwe, break the law today, I will face the music. Not because my father or my friend or my uncle or whosoever is protecting me. Let the law take its course. That is all we are saying. And as I speak to you, what you're doing, you may think it is not having impact. Brothers and sisters, fellow Nigerians, they are having sleepless nights. And we are not relenting. And I'm sure that victory is around the corner. I hear the sound of victory. And the song of victory is already in our mouths. And we are going to sing it louder. Do not relent. We're not going to join issues with them. We're not going to go out there and face them. They are looking for whom to kill because they don't have brain. We are wiser. If this cause is not a cause of love, I, Igwe, will not be part of it. But for the fact that the Free Nigeria movement, the ordinary Nigerian, are there to give out love, which is what we are lacking in our society, and they are coming with their brutality and their own level of consciousness, we have to be wiser and apply that diplomacy using love to counter their negativity. And I can tell you, in all the tools of war, all the arms and ammunition I've ever seen, the greatest arm and ammunition I've ever seen is love. And that is what we hold before them. And they are going to surrender. So I thank each and every one of you for what you've been doing and what you're still doing and what you're going to do. For those that have seen this, I keep saying, as a means of making fortune, or those that have been bought over in one way or the other, trying to get into us and make sure that they kill the movement, I laugh, because you cannot stop this race. You cannot, even if it is only one child. Our ancestors will hear the cry of that child and justice will be delivered to the people. Fear not, my people. Even if they go on swearing in whosoever and he's not the right person that the people of Nigeria elected, I can assure you it will come to pass. Nigeria will be free. This is just the last era of criminality trying to wipe away, and the era of righteousness is coming in. I seem to sound religious, even though I'm not a religious person here. But what I'm saying, I'm telling you is facts. Let's continue what we're doing. Victory is around the corner. I thank you, and I love each and every one of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, comrade. Blessings. I think you nailed it there. She, are you there?
Yes, good evening, everyone. If you do anyhow, you get anyhow. So says a man without a reputation. A man who has nothing to write home about except stealing and pipeline vandalization. I watched Asari Dokubo say nonsense on TV today. And I don't really blame these people. I keep saying it. The problem of Nigeria is not even our leaders. It's the youths who they use to carry out their evil agendas. Nigerian youths, you are also the problem. Because I don't understand how some people will allow themselves, will be so gullible that little token, little money, 30,000, that if you work hard in a day, you can get even more than that, will be what will be used to lure you into messing up on the streets in the name of protesting for someone who stole the mandate of Nigerians. Nigerian youths, I'm still speaking to you, and I will never stop talking to Nigerian youths, because the day the Nigerian youths get it right, that day our leaders, our rulers, they don't even deserve to be called leaders, will begin to sit up. They use you to carry out their evil agenda. When you have problem, they push you aside. The same judges you are asking to endorse criminality are the same judges that will put you behind bars. And I ask you, Nigerian youths that are helping these men carry out their evil acts, where are your parents? Where are the people that gave birth to you? Where are they living? Is that the best you deserve in life? That every time they need you, they just call you, give you 10,000, 2,000, and you come out and you begin to endorse nonsense. And when they take over power, they push you aside, and then you come out and begin to cry again and shout and say nonsense after helping to endorse evil. Nigerian youths, it's time to wake up. The people that are using you to carry out this evil, where are their children? Their own children deserve better in life, right? Their own children are the ones that deserve to live abroad, have the best of education, the best of health, health amenities and all. And then you are the ones that deserve to rot in jail. So many youths are in jail today, in prison today. Innocent youths that didn't do anything. Then we have criminals in jail, thugs and thieves. And then what they do is they release you when they want to carry out their evil agenda. They give you pardon, bring you out to carry out their evil agenda. And after that, they send you back to prison. Is that what you came to life to do? Is that what you deserve as a human being? If truly you are reasoning, or if truly you reason, how can you allow yourself to be bought over with just 2,000, 3,000, 20,000? And tomorrow you come out and begin to shout, Nigeria too hard, Nigeria too everything costs, everything bad, you can't afford anything. But when the election comes, or when they want to carry out their evil agenda, the same you will be used to protest against those fighting for your rights. Are you not ashamed of yourselves? That your Nigerians came out to defend your right, to fight for your right, and all you could do is to come out and defend a criminal, a man who has no legacy. Great fathers leave good legacies for their leaders, the Nigerian rulers, living for the youths. Because now what they are trying to tell us is that corruption is perfect. And I want to say EFCC, DSS are not. If you know any criminal, any Nigerian youth you're holding in prison, for any form of criminality, release them and let them go, or support anybody carrying out any evil act in Nigeria. If you can support them and allow them have their way, why not allow the Yahoo boys and all have their way? They are also human beings. They are also human beings. The same blood that runs in the blood of the politician, in the body of the politicians, is the same blood that runs in their own body. If you can support the politician, then the Yahoo boys means they are righteous. The criminals are righteous. So there's no point holding them hostage or keeping them in prison for one reason or the other. Because the father who is supposed to lead them right are the ones telling them that evil is good. It's only in Nigeria that Tinubu endorsed toggery and touting. That toggery and touting has become a profession in Nigeria that people can come out and be proud of. How about now? And then in other parts of the world, you don't even come out to call yourself a thug. But in Nigeria, people now make boasts that they are thugs. Is a thing to be proud of. Growing up, you dare not be seen as a thug because people will mock you and mock your parents. But in Lagos today, parents are sending their children to MC Oluomo to mentor them as thugs. In Lagos, when I went to Lagos, you see them, I saw them on the streets there, pouring drinks on the street. Some young boys kneeling in the middle of the road, and they were pouring drinks and doing prayers on their heads and making prayers. And I asked my sister, I said, what are these people doing? They said they're endorsing them into touting, that they just brought them, that they are new intake. That's what they do. They will pray for them on the streets to succeed. Succeed in what? Touting, robbery, and thuggery. And it's a shame that such thing is being celebrated. And it's a shame that the same person who endorsed this is the same one coming out to be our president. God forbid. I know our prayers are not in vain. Free Nigeria movement, our prayers are not in vain. Our labor is not in vain. The earth will speak, and I know that God will speak. I'm not afraid of anything, but I believe that we have prayed, we have done all we can do, just like the Bible says, after doing all, you stand. We have done all we can do, and I believe that God is going to speak. This evil will not happen on us. And even if it does, I know that there's a message God is trying to pass, and he will do that which makes him God. But it's a shame that we have youths who should stand up for their rights, messing up on the street in the name of supporting somebody I don't even know, that doesn't deserve to be called a leader. If you're a Nigerian youth, it's time for you to wake up. Nigerian youths abroad, you know where the children of these politicians are. You need to begin to do something to begin to threaten them. You need to also rise up where you are. If you're in UK, you're in America, you're in Nigerian youth, and you're not happy with what is happening in Nigeria, rise up wherever you are and start your own protest. Fish out their children where they are, so they can call their parents to order. This protest should go, it should go far. Their children can be relaxing and having a good time abroad, and then Nigeria is burning. God forbid. And so if you're a Nigerian youth abroad, it is time for you to rise up. If you're abroad, don't think they're safe. Yes, you may be in a safe place, but remember you have families here. If anything starts here, it will affect your family. So the earlier you stand up to start protesting, the better for all of us. This evil cannot continue. After using them, you send them back to prison. It's only in Nigeria that terrorists are rehabilitated and sent back into the society. They build houses for terrorists and call them ex-terrorists. That's now a portfolio they carry around. After killing, destroying lives in other states. After, look, where are those girls? To today, Leah is nowhere to be found. And then the same idiots that carried out that evil act are the same one the president is building houses for in Borno and other places, and then release them into the society. And then these same people come back and live like normal human beings. When in other countries, they should have been executed for long and not be among humans. It's sad that we live in a country where every nonsense is endorsed. And I don't even blame them. The UK government, the US, and all that should even speak the truth are all fighting for their pockets. How they can steal Nigerian wealth and enrich their own places, what they're after. So they don't even care if Nigeria is burning. Because if Nigeria is burning, the more Nigeria burns, the more money they make. And so I call up on all Nigerian youths, wherever you are, especially those of you abroad, you know where the children of these politicians are. Fish them out. Let's begin to tell them that, call the addresses of their houses in US, so they will know that we know where their children are abroad. Post their addresses online. Post their pictures online, the house they stay. Let's begin to show them that we know where their children are. They can't keep their children somewhere and be messing up Nigeria, so that the children of the common man and every other person will rot. And after destroying Nigeria, what will you lead? It's sad. And so I call on all Nigerian youths, especially those of you who collect money to carry to support these evil men. The earlier you wake up, the better for you. Because if they enter there, most of you will still die. The one that died during the elections, ballot, no compensation, nothing, sending it. And so some of you still doing that, that's the same way you will end up. Because these people don't have any good plans for you. It's just to use you and dump you. And after using you, they dump you. And then the next election, they pick you up again and pay you to carry out their acts. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You should be ashamed of yourself. The earlier you wake up, the better for you. We need to fight for our rights and defend this land. And that time is now. So I call on all of you well-meaning Nigerians to join the Free Nigerian movement. And let's defend our land and get that which belongs to us. Thank you very much. God bless everyone. I yield my mic.
Just so much to soak in. So much to soak in. Joel, I'll give you 60 seconds because we have really weighed into our time. Take 60 seconds before we close the house.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Despite that we find ourselves in this situation we are today, and this shenanigan was brought to us by Mahmoud, who claims to be a professor. I don't know where school, I don't know where he rose to that rank of professorship. I've not seen of his book anywhere. I don't know, but it's quite unfortunate that Nigerian people are clapping hands, endorsing evil, illegality. It is quite unfortunate that global economy and then global government that coming up government are looking on to also into the same line. American would teach us transparency, accountable, and all of that are endorsing legality. It is a shame when it was during the election that Donald Trump was trying to drag issues. They went on, and then they got it. And finally, he left. And then nobody intervened. If they cannot even support us to get it right, why are they endorsing legality? Share unto you, body, to hell with your gay issues and lesbianism. It will never succeed. And again, I would like to say that I am highly optimistic that come May 29, Tinubu won't be sworn in. Please let us be optimistic with the families of Free Nigerian movement. Let them not give the opportunity 8 years. Every element of creation here. So by the time you are undecided, then you are creating opportunity for anything to happen. So I'm highly optimistic that come shine, you will never be sworn in come May 29. And to judiciary, I am happy that I with the lead counsel, the lead justice, daughter, we are university mates in Zaria 5 years back. She's of law department, while I'm of admin department. The only 2 faculties in Congo campus of Ahmadu University. And I am speaking to him again that she should stand up, stand firmly to do the right thing, the righteous thing that every person is looking unto him. And I also encourage the daughter to also advise his father, a father to do just the righteous thing, that every person's individual reputation. For Nigerian youth, really, they have also teamed up and they are ready to cover the field, the street of Abuja and also outside Abuja, but they need some push. They need some push for them to come out, and then we are working on them to ensure that they come out. And for those docile that are still living, are still manipulated by their ethnic cleansing and also the religious bigotry, I'm sorry for them. Every religion has extremists. So for those who are saying, no, this person, no, I'm sorry for you. We are all in this country, and then they hurt your own will be bigger than myself. For military guys who are also saying people should keep off from the swearing ceremony, I pity you guys. Last 2 years, generals were killed in Kaduna Barrack and nothing happens. So they can smuggle, they can sponsor your orderly to kill you as a chief of army staff. We have seen it happen, that it crashed, air crash, and the chief of army staff died, and nobody, trace it. They cover it up. If it is a place that the sister is working, such a person at that caliber, at that level, who have died mysteriously like that. So all of these things are issues that each and every one of us has to take it to heart. But it's unfortunate that every person is after his stomach, what is stomach infrastructure. It's a pity for whosoever. But to draw down my protest this evening, I would like to talk to Buhari. Buhari is quite unfortunate that you came and then destabilized everything. It is in your administration that we have seen the highest levels of nepotism, highest level of tribal sentiments, highest level of religious, biasness, highest levels of killing, highest level of corruption. You with your brother Daura, you wreck and then you crumble Nigerian economy, including Emefiele. You people destabilize everything. You brought us to square zero and living with heavy debts. What a kind of person are you? You came in 1984, you drag us into economies issues down to debt, and then our Nigerian crash, and you come again, you still did the same thing. I pity the mother that I gave birth to you, and for every person, Asare Sokumbo is a pity for you. It's a disgrace to your father, who is a professor that gave birth to you. Niger Delta is a region that are in captivity, and instead of you to ensure that we join hands together and then break this yoke, you are manipulating your people over time. So I would like to call Niger Delta youth. Don't follow Asare Sokumbo. Asare Sokumbo have made a lot of work for himself and his family. He has invested in one African country, and he has a lot of property within and outside Nigeria. So if you are following him as a warlord, you are wasting your time. He's just there for his stomach infrastructure. I would also like to talk to progressive Nigerians. Come out. It's a pity that now we don't have the like of Jacob Inyeri of Tanzania. We don't have that of Mandela of South Africa, and then host of others in this country. Every person is just they are keeping mute. Why are you keeping mute? Look at the young guy they killed in Kaduna just of recent, about 2 days ago. Your young guy, able guy, they just terminate, waste them for no reason. We the citizens, that our great-grandfather paid us in this country, we are not respected in our home. Visitors are supported by government machineries, being honored, being given appointments, being respected. Oh my God. What a situation we are. Nigerian youth rise up, elder rise up, civil society organization rise up. You are there with European contract. Now it is your project. We are not hearing it again. We are the good governance NGO. We are the water sanitation NGO. We are all the humanitarians. We are then today the strategies. Can you rise up to this occasion and ensure that we stop this illegitimate government that is coming to be installed by illegitimate godfather called Buhari? Now, finally, I would like to assure Nigeria that this is the right time for us to get it. And we're going to get it by the grace of God. No power is above God to surmount to. The God or the honor of heaven and earth will surmount every forces, and then the right thing must be done in this country. It is our land. God gave it to us, and then by the rule of law, we are all equal. And then it is not advisable for one to cheat another. For all of you that are using this opportunity to ensure that Tinubu is sworn in, God will all kill you before May 2029. Do just the right thing. It is all clear. Justice, it is all clear. All of these are constitutional issues. So by Friday, give us, just rule this case. This is my cry, this is my petition, and this is my protest tonight. God bless us.
Oh my goodness, tonight is just something else. All the people who spoke and protested today, I don't know what to say, but you were just, it's almost impossible to stop you because of the, how do I put it now? The energy is just so ripe and just so on. All I can say today is that plans are on ground for us to have people at the court on Friday. As discussed before we began the protest tonight, we will continue even after now and ensure that we get out there and do the needful. Having said that, I want everyone to put on their microphone and let's quickly sing the second stanza of the national anthem, for that's what will lead us into victory. Oh God of creation,
Thou
lead us right, help the youth to know in love and honesty, and living just and true. Great love is attain to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. Good night and God bless you.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. God
Everyone
bless
is
you.
covered by the precious blood of Jesus Christ.
Amen. Amen. Thank you.
Justice shall reign.
Good night, Dr. Mo. Good night, Madam Cecilia.
Good night.
Good night, sir.